everyone. Oh my gosh. I'm just as surprised as you are. Now look. If anyone even watches this video from the old days or watches this video at all, hopefully they do. Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3 is just a month away, man. It is so disappointing, though, because with Cobra Kai doing it the way they've been doing it this season, not one of my favorite seasons, that's another thing, but this time, I'm pretty sure about my predictions. I have to get to them fast, but let me tell you this. The way that they've done it, even with the so long break we had between Season 5 and Season 6, not only because Season 6, in my opinion, has been one of the more disappointing seasons, also, you had the fact that they've just kind of been throwing it quickly together. There's not been much room for anticipation, and I know that when a show goes on a long break, you know it's going to be ending 2 anyway, so the anticipation goes down, and it just is not as popular. And that's why, I guess it was a good time for me to leave. But I got to think, I'm not bored. There's been so much greatness that's coming to my life, and Dayton Allison, this name, I think you will hear again. Big time media on YouTube, not with this channel, for a lot of things though. Keep that in mind. Check out my latest channel, Let Speed 2.0. Hopefully a really good video in there to learn more about that. But anyway, I have a special one for you today. Yes, we've all been wrong about everything we predicted us Cobra Kai YouTubers, but today, this time, because it's the end, should be a little bit more easy, and these predictions are not going to be about crazy fights necessarily that are going to be happening, because I honestly, in my opinion, I don't think there's going to be much of that. I think this is going to be happy. I think it's going to be resoluting. I think everybody's truly going to get a good purpose of what they deserve, and there'll be like no negative outings. Oh, this person's going to still be doing hard. No, I don't think that at all. So we're going to try and cover as many of the best main characters we can in these predictions. 2 of them are about Hawk. Just saying. Hawk's going to be my boy. Hawk's great. Now, finally, without further ado, let's get into it. So my 10 predictions, final predictions for Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 3, the end of the show, a.k.a. Prediction number 1. Oh, I forgot. No. Daniel and Amanda will have their worst argument they have had in the show's history. Yes, I do believe this is going to happen. When you look at the entire spectrum of the show, if you really think about it, Daniel and Amanda have not had that much controversy. Like, I think it's an overhyped thing. Like, in Season 1, obviously, Amanda was like, what's going on? Why are you getting back into this karate thing? Season 2 was, definitely even worse than that when, he completely took over, into the Miyagi dojo and conflict started rising, and then of course Sam got hurt and she was having to run the business herself. Season 3, that led a lot of people believe Season 3 would be horrible, between the worst yet. But Season 3, they were completely on the same page about the entire time. Getting back and recovering. Amanda was with them on that, and it made a lot of people, a lot of respect grow for that relationship. Season 4, thought they had it completely taken care of, what they fought for in Season 3, and then they obviously lost again Season 4, at the end of Season 4 like never before, and some might have been in the belief that like at the end of Season 2 when such bad happened that they would recover again in Season 5 and fight, and then Season 5 of course was going to be like Season 3, but no, that was when things got worse than ever between them, when Terry Silver took over Daniel and manipulated everything at the charity, of course, mainly so bad that Amanda decided, I'm going back, almost to Ohio, almost across the entire country, back home. I'm getting away from you. You are you disgust me. You have no care for our relationship. It is all about the karate, and it is all in your head. I'm giving you so many warnings and trying to give you so much good advice, and all you want to do is care about the stupid old rivalry. And they got heated. It was hard to watch, and because of what happened to Quan, I think that's going to happen again. I really do, but I don't think they're going to leave each other. I think that honestly this time Daniel might bite back though. That's why I think it's going to be even worse, because if she tries to trash Miyagi, especially with everything that's going in Daniel's head through Miyagi, and he's going to tell her, and then like he brought them into the karate stuff, so they watched that live on TV. Her son watched it live on TV. Her daughter watched that live in person. All the kids in their inner circle watched that live in person that they care about, and Daniel drug them into it. And she could be pissed off, especially if they go on with the tournament. No matter what happens to the tournament, I really think this is going to happen. I think a lot of people, I don't see a lot of people make theirs. I really don't know what people are thinking is going to happen, so I'm not going to comment like that. But that's the thing, and there's not much hype. So I hope y'all watch this, but I really do believe this is going to happen. Count on it. I don't think they're going to split up, of course. This is the end of the show for any time period, but I think they're going to have a couple bad days, and it's going to take something. It'll probably be rushed into it. Probably won't be totally, they're just going to, they got to cover it out. They got a lot of things to do in 5 episodes, and I'm sure they're not going to cover it all. But I do think everybody have a good ending, like I said. And prediction number 2 kind of is about maybe not everything being covered like it needs to be. I don't think Kenny's going to have the credit he deserves. Golly, y'all people want to say that he was served good. What are you talking about? Just because he made, one move and helped that looked so unrealistic anyway. I mean, first of all, of course, from the help that he got Robbie Miguel, he's going to win. But what was that for? That did nothing. They have disregarded. He was, I swear, out of all the shows I watch, he is one of the best kid actors right now in the dang industry, and I would hire him in a heartbeat. He is such a good kid, but they have disregarded him. They disregarded Anthony, and they shouldn't. They've included, even though I love Kenny way more than Anthony. I think that Kenny is such a better character, obviously, but neither one of them have gotten the screen time they deserve. Especially, I really thought after season 4 they would, because they're the up-and-coming generation. All these other kids are, like say, going to college, like they want to promote now. Have them in it more, but they don't. They just don't. They cover them in lazy ways because they just stack so many more characters around, and they don't have time for all that. So yeah, I don't think Kenny gets much more screen time. Don't really see Sean coming back. I don't think he gets much credit. And I don't think what he got in part 2 at all was anything worth. Wow, so really I don't. Prediction number 3, Johnny and Carmen could possibly get into like a mini argument, not nearly like I think Daniel and Amanda, but it'll be about the same subject, even though she told him, go back, skip my dang baby, for crying out loud. Go. One of the worst scenes I've ever seen between Johnny and Miguel. That was so unrealistic. When he thought his mother was dead, and that's all that the reaction was given. I swore to people that in the trailer, when I saw Miguel hugging Johnny, I thought this is either one or two things. One, Stanford rejected him, or 2, because Sam might be with Axel. But I swore to people, there's no way it has anything to do with Carmen, and there's no way it has anything to do with Robbie. He didn't get her, and Johnny would be upset. And Johnny wasn't even upset. I was wrong. That was stupid. But Carmen could be mad at Johnny over this. Who knows? Her son, like I said, watched him in their life. That's going to doom him for the rest of his life in a way. So I don't think any Johnny could buy back a little bit. It's not going to last. They have a baby now. They'll be fine. That was probably the lamest prediction, and that's why I was so short. I got to speed this up. Let's get on to prediction number 4. Prediction number 4. Hawk will go to MIT. Yes, baby. Hawk and Dimitri are inseparable. Saw it in the locker room. Saw it in the new images. He's hugging him, not because they're saying goodbye, because Hawk is going to MIT. I know that this theory is out there. I do know that. He is going. They're going together. They're inseparable. Whether you like Dimitri told him or whatever, like the application chances go down, the later you put it in or whatever. He's going. He can get in there. Hawk's smart. More common sense than Dimitri, honestly, way better character, and they are inseparable, and Hawk will be at MIT, and that, in my personal opinion, is the number one thing they can do with a spinoff right now. Not all the old versions of the legacy characters, and even though I love the adults way more, if y'all remember that, I do, but I think that these two would make a great spinoff. Oh, could you imagine if young Sheldon and Dimitri were ever in the episode of anything together? The actor from Young Sheldon, oh my gosh, that would be the best thing ever! Prediction number 5. What was it? Chose and Kim Knowone will not stay together. Just think that was a thing for fun. I don't think that's going to, they live so far away, even though it's both in Asia. But yeah, I don't think that's going to continue. I think that's just a thing for fun. Horrible writing, honestly. Horrible couple. Stupid, and it shouldn't continue. And I don't think it really will continue. I think that's just a little thing for right now. And they're going to pass it up, and it won't be a controversy. I don't think they're going to make ever Kim Knowone super evil again. I think they've gone down the road of these lame redemptions in part 2 that they were doing, but I think that they will. I think that they will separate these two, and this be like, on the goodbye. It's cringy. It's like, dude, she looked hot though with the hair down. Anyway, prediction number 6. Yeah. Anthony LaRusso will work at LaRusso Auto. That will be announced. That will kind of be his payoff. It's just like saying, okay, hey, Sam's not going to do it. Anthony is going to be the one to eventually take over that business and take care of the family. That's going to be their lazy payoff. What Daniel said, though, it is a good plot, but they could have put so much more into it. Why did they not? There's not going to be enough of him between him and Kenny. I think that's resolved. I don't think you're going to see any more conflict of that. A little bonus prediction against there. But anyway, Anthony will start working at LaRusso Auto, and that's the path that he'll go on, and that's how he'll eventually take care of the family. And that'll probably be in episode 14, 15, maybe the last. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, that'll be his main payoff. That's what I mean by that. Anthony LaRusso will get a job at LaRusso Audio. He's 15 now, going to be a sophomore soon. That's happening because they're going to be in college soon. Prediction number 7. Johnny and Daniel, you hear me right, will have one last fight. Tournament ruled, and Johnny will win, and Johnny will be the requester. That's what I think will happen. Either second to last episode or last episode. Everyone will gather around just like they did in season 4, and it will be one of the best fights in show's history. No, just maybe like a little conflict will arise, like in between punches, but nothing that will last after that first hard hit, or after the fight. They will fight one last time, and that'll be a good send-off for our part of their send-off. Prediction number 8. Hawk. Second prediction about Hawk, like I promised. Hawk will have one last strong moment. Everybody wants it. They've not been giving it to us. They're hiding it, everyone. Hawk will strike some way, whether it's against his friends, against his enemies. He will show that he still has the strength, and I think they're hiding it, and it won't last. It might not be the payoff he deserves, but he will get it. He will have one last strong moment to prove that he is just as good as Robbie and Miguel, my boy, and he will shine, and he will do something. Hawk will have an epic part 3, I promise you. They are hiding it. All these other characters that, I'm saying they might have pushed by the wayside, and it's too late now, even if they want to do something, Hawk's coming. He's going to be big. I promise you that. Whether everybody thought part 2, it will happen before the end of the show, and it will be part 3, baby, and my boy Eli Moskowitz will shine one last time. Prediction number 9, Terry Silver will die. Yes, Terry Silver, no way making it out of the show live. There's been too much crap leaked through articles and through what Thomas Griffin said. He's not making it out of the show. I'm telling you, Terry Silver's going to die. He wasn't tracking Johnny in Season 5, Episode 9. He was there for a reason. He has some health issues. We've seen him, when he was on the balcony right before he, went all in war crazy and went into the mood and obviously went to the Cobra Kai dojo after that. We know he was taking pills. We know that he is in bad health, and his lack of energy and motivation just destroy everything in his way that I felt I really saw in part 2, unless, when he absolutely had to, which was having to fight because he was the one being attacked, brought the old side out. But yeah, I think he's done. I think that his very evil days are done, and I think that he's going to die. I don't think it's going to be a fight. It could be in a fight, who knows, but I honestly think that that'll be his kind of redemption send-off, that, he eventually just collapses. There's just so much turmoil. There's so much he's been through. And I don't know how they'll have him do it. Maybe him and Kreese die together or whatever, because a lot of people still think Kreese is going to die. And I can't totally deny that. I think Silver, honestly, is even the more likely, though, now. And I didn't think I'd probably ever say that, but now I do. And I think he might be with Kreese in his last scene. It'll be cute. Cute? I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah, Terry Silver's going to die. I don't know, but he's going to die. Prediction number 10, final prediction for the final scene of our favorite show of this era, at least. Johnny Lawrence will retake his original Cobra Kai dojo that we know now is still up for release, was never bought. I don't even remember his name. I got to do better homework before making these videos, don't I? The landlord that was last seen with his nephews being beat up by Kreese because Daniel and Amanda made another attempt to shut that thing down will come back in some way in the last episode, and that scene where Johnny is talking to Miguel outside the dojo is not going to be celebrated as their last scene before Miguel goes to Stanford. He's not getting into college. He knows the stress that he can put on his family. They got to keep that realistic enough, and he will now become a sensei with his father under Cobra Kai, and that will be the last scene where Johnny, just like it was at the start of Season 1, Episode 2, and hinting into that at the end of Episode 1, the very first episode of the show, Johnny will line Miguel up and say, but now you're ready to be a sensei. Is that understood? Whatever. Be like, are you ready to be a sensei? And Miguel will be like, yes, my forever sensei. That will be perfect. Cut to black. Awesome music plays. Maybe even a little, when the credits are rolling, a side screen pulls up, and maybe it even shows Daniel, because I think they're going to be getting along before it's the end, teaching a little bit in the Cobra Kai dojo. I don't know, but Johnny's taking it back. I promise you, Miguel's going to be a sensei in that, and that's going to be possibly a good spinoff too. I hate Robbie and Miguel. Hate me for saying that if you want. I promise you, though, this might just be the last video I ever make on this channel, but you're going to be seeing a lot more of this face in the public in the future. So stay tuned. Take care. Peace, Cobra Kai.